How do you serve humanity?
By leading myself first and foremost. I'm the permission slip that you can have it all, where that women didn't know that they needed.
What you feel were the main shifts that shifted you from the 30K months to the 80K?
I think that you teach in terms of mindset. Learnt them years ago and I'm still implementing them now.
Yeah.
So even with the tools, so many people get so comfortable doing the same thing that it's so mundane.
Why do you think you needed to reinvest?
When I reinvested, it was like an explosion, that quantum leap, the viewing of myself.
Discipline doesn't feel like discipline anymore. It then becomes devotion. What does becoming her mean for you? And then I'll share what it means for me.
I need to go up to her to have the life, to have the money, to have the love, to have the friendships. I have to go up to her. What about you?
I'm Alex Tripod, and this is the Manifestation Game. After coaching thousands around the world and becoming one of the most trusted voices in manifestation, I realized you don't get what you want, you get what you embody. If you're a high-achieving business owner who knows they were born for more wealth, more impact, more freedom, this podcast will unlock the codes. So let's collapse timelines. Let's calibrate to the frequency of your future self, because let's be honest, nothing is real. Everything's a hologram. Let's fucking go. Baby. Hi. Okay, full transparency, guys. This is my first ever guest on my podcast, and I don't have an intro. So this is going to be super casual. And I just want to name one thing. I personally don't like those podcast episodes that are like, let me bring my past client and for her to share how amazing it is to work with me. Like, this is not what it is. We're actually giving value. Sinead's going to give value. You're going to see our friendship beyond the coach-client relationship, which has been activated a long time ago, and just bring them into our world. Yeah. But Sinead, I fucking love you. How do I even put words into like the growth and the quantum leaps that I've seen you create for yourself, for your family, and just even recently in Dubai, activating you into your next mission. And I feel like in that moment, more eye gazing. It's like
We're eye-gazing now.
Eye-gazing, landed so deeply into a greater mission. So welcome. I'm so honored to have you as my first guest. And I wanted to start with a question. Instead of tell us a little bit about yourself or what do you do? I'm not copying your line, but what I am going to ask you is, tell me and tell us in your own words, how do you serve humanity?
Oh, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm a little bit...
Hi.
I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited that I'm your first guest. Mm-hmm. I think it's really grown and changed, especially since Dubai.
Yeah.
I felt like I was really capped into a box for so long because I am a part of the network marketing, affiliate marketing world. And for so long, I held a little bit of shame around that. But when going to Dubai and going to your retreat, it fully activated something inside me, and baby steps since then. Obviously, I have really stepped into it, but I think since I've been in Bali now for almost 2 months, I've really come to terms with how I serve humanity is by leading myself first and foremost. But I'm obsessed with fitness. I'm obsessed with health. I'm obsessed with being the permission slip for to have a cacao, but have a spicy margarita. Mm-hmm. I am fully owning that there's no shame around these different evolutions of myself. Mm-hmm. And
I'd say your leadership is very holistic. It's all encompassing. It's not just hey, I make the money, or it's hey, relationship, health, I'm a mama, I'm making money, I'm quantum shifting, I'm holding it all, and I've got spaciousness and time for my friends, and I'm living a life. And it's fucking incredible to witness, babe.
Yeah, so I'm the permission slip that you can have it all. You actually can. I've got the incredible business. I've got a partner. We're moving mountains to forever choose each other because it's hard. The communication is hard. But I get DMs every day going pretty much your relationship inspires me. I also have the community, the movement behind me. I've now created my own podcast that you were a guest for. So
when's that getting released, by the way?
I think it's next week.
Oh, great.
So for me, it's not I'm not XYZ. I'm just the walking permission slip that women didn't know that they needed.
And talk to me about this shame piece that you said. So it's for a bit, I had a bit of shame that I'm just an affiliate marketer. I don't want to trigger anyone, or I kind of do. Because I feel I hear this a bit where sometimes a Nagic and affiliate market in general can be a stepping stone. for women to be like, oh, this world, this person, oh, actually, this is not it. It's something else. And sometimes it's this is incredible that I've built a financial freedom basis and I want to explore more. And I'm seeing that more and more now.
Yep.
So talk to me about what changed for you or how you shifted that shame.
I, like, in our industry, and I somewhat believe this is true, like, chase 2 rabbits and you get none. And so I think you really
Trying to get 2 airplanes off the tarmac at the same time, right?
And so for the last almost 7 years, I've been building my Enagic business. I've been setting the foundations, and I've been failing forward and figuring out who I am as a person, who I am as a leader. Can I be a leader? Like, what does this actually look like? And so for the last almost 7 years, I have been doing that. And what's really transpired and uncovered from my soul is I'm just so much more than that. I'm not saying, like, my Enagic business is a huge component to my income, to my leadership, who I am, who I attract, our lifestyle.
But it's not all of you.
But it's not all of me. And I've really come to terms with that's okay, because for so long I was like, I can't chase 2 rabbits and you'll get none. But working with you and the evolution of, like, my business, we've intertwined everything so beautifully, and that it
all just works, doesn't it? So if anyone's there thinking about how, it's totally fucking possible. Because now you're Sinead, the umbrella, the brand, and it's like, here are multiple ways to work with me, but I still have my main thing and all these other things that light me the fuck up.
100%.
So cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. I have a stack of questions for you, but I don't really know which. I'm just going to feel into it. Okay, I really want to know, actually. Yeah, because I want to be really transparent here. You're not making, like, you shifted into your first 80K month this year.
Correct.
And I want to know, because when we first started working together, you came to the Sunny Coast workshop, and I swear, like, I came for you.
Are we going to go back to 2022?
We should in a minute,
Okay.
but yeah. But first, let's go here and then we'll reverse engineer. So I said to Flick last night, actually, I'm like, I reckon I went to Sunny Coast just for Sinead because I went, and then you popped up and you're like, hey, and you're like, hey, bitch. I'm like, what? You're here.
Yeah.
And then you came up to me straight after and you're like, I'm working with you again privately. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And when we started working together again, I think you were averaging 30K months and you're like, I want to go next level. I want to rank up. I want to this and that. I'm like, cool. Yeah. And like, one of the things I love about you the most is you're a fucking implementer. Right? I would love to know, like, walk me through what you feel were the main shifts that shifted you from the 30K months to the 80K. Was it mindset? Was it being invested again and having skin in the game? Was it strategy?
Yeah.
Was it that you're racing towards something and you love that?
I think all of the above.
Yeah.
I think, like, that you teach in terms of mindset, learnt them years ago and I'm still implementing them now. Yeah. So I think
Why do you think you needed to reinvest, to reignite like an all-in your identity again? Because it's like the moment you invested, you went, boom, that's it. And you was like, oh my God, it's working again. I'm like, but you already had the tools, bitch. Why did you have to reinvest?
I think even with the tools, so many people get so comfortable doing the same thing that it's so mundane and so boring that they think that doing the mindset work, it now becomes a chore.
Right.
So if it doesn't light you up, like, why are you doing it? So for me, I think when I reinvested, it was like an explosion, that quantum leap, the viewing of myself, like the way that I spoke to myself in all of my magical scripting, self-concept, just 10x'd. And it wasn't just me just doing the thing because I had to do it. It was doing it and actually listening to myself and viewing myself in a totally different light because of the 10x.
Yeah, yeah. The Balinese priest that did my water blessing last week said, he's like, so galactic, by the way. I'm like, I'm having this 5D Balinese priest do the water blessings for my peeps when I do the Bali retreat here. And he goes, when discipline doesn't feel like discipline anymore, it then becomes devotion. Yeah. And that's what I feel towards, like, my practices. Like, I'm going into my 10th year now, is doing what I'm doing. And I still haven't found a system that works better. I know that's biased, but I'm like, why is it that every time I'm so consistent or disciplined, but now it's just devotion, I quantum shift to my next level? Yep. And I feel like you have the same belief around your health and your body. It's like, 100%. It's not discipline. You're not disciplining yourself to go to the gym. It's like devotion to your body, to your frequency, to your health.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Like, the whole fitness side of things, I think it's the same as your mindset. And so many people are like, oh, it doesn't fucking work. But it actually does. You can't go to the gym and expect to lose 10 kilos once. Yep. You can't go to the gym and expect to have the peachiest ass once. Yep. This is like, I've been devoted to the gym for, I'm 35, I would probably say 13 years. Yep. 13 years.
But 6 to 8 weeks you might start seeing and feeling some shifts, right, in body, just like you will in your frequency, vibration, and mindset.
Yeah.
But how many people that say it doesn't work don't actually do the full 6 to 8 weeks in a row?
Yeah.
Or they're like, dabble.
They dabble.
It's not 6 to 8 weeks of dabbling.
Yeah.
It's 6 to 8 weeks of pure structured devotion and consistency.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about this before. I even talked about it on your podcast, but it blows my mind
Yeah.
how people aren't willing to do that.
No.
And either the self-sabotaging program is so strong, or they must not even trust that it looks different on the other side. Because if you're guaranteed in 7 weeks, you're going to start having like people show up differently for you. Clients are going to start coming in. Sales are going to start flowing. Your channel's going to be lit. Your content's going to feel different. Things are going to start. It doesn't mean you're going to shift into your first 20K month. Do they not believe it?
I heard this saying, quote, whatever you want to call it. And it was just like, if you knew on the 31st time that you would succeed, how fast would you fail 30 times?
So good.
And when I listened to that, I was like, holy fuck. Like, if you knew on the 31st that you would succeed no matter what the fuck you were doing, how fast would you fail? And I think that's what this space is about. Entrepreneurship is about having your own business, like wanting to travel the world, like being in your life. How fast are you willing to fail to actually live the life that you want? So, like, I'm not going to lie. Like, there's been times, because we have worked together 4 years ago or 3 years ago in 2022, and before that I was always like attracted to your teachings, and I was like trying to do it by myself.
I was going to be a smart ass then and be like, yeah, and attracted to me too. Yeah. Of course. Jokes. Anyway, I can flirt now. I'm single.
Celibate.
Yeah.
But it was like, back then I did fail. I was like, this isn't working, this isn't working, this isn't working. And then when I actually invested money into you in 2022 and sat at your first retreat that I went to, I sat there and you were just like, obviously there was more people in the room, but everything that you said, I was just like,
it was all for you.
Yeah.
I was just speaking to yourself,
100%.
baby. Yeah.
And so I'm not saying that I've never failed, because I've failed more times than people could fucking probably even look at, right?
Yeah.
I'm still failing now. But they're lessons, and they're pulling me
And it
always.
gets easier.
Yeah, it does get easier, because you also have the awareness that the lessons, the failure, whatever it is that you want to call it, your wormholes, they get shorter because you become so much more aware. So instead of it being like a 6-month wormhole where you're like, this shit's not working, it's like 24 hours.
Yeah, love that. And that actually reminds me of, like, I know in my early days of coaching business, my coach told me like to zoom out of the micro. So many of us are looking at the micro results and being like, you know, this has to work. And it's just like, well, if you zoomed out and just like treated every lead magnet, every launch as feedback and zoomed out, it's like, and it goes back to the, if you knew on your 31st time you'd succeed. And I want to kind of like segue into, well, a lot of coaches too, but a lot of people in the affiliate marketing space, it blows my mind, because I've got a lot of Enagic students, but it blows my mind, and I want to trigger the fuck out of people right now. How do people not have lead magnets set up? How do you not have funnels set up? Like, are you just constantly throwing shit up the wall and thinking fucking Reels is going to hopefully make you the system of consistent flow? Like talk to me about what you learned from me about lead magnets. So what made you finally implement it, and what difference it's made in your business right now?
Yeah, love this. Like I said, chase 2 rabbits.
I didn't think we were going to talk about lead magnets, but you go.
Chase 2 rabbits and you'll get none. And I think in our space, it's like there is a lot of strategy and everything that people implement, but when you zoom out, there's just so much more. So my lead magnets lead into Enagic. They don't take away from it. They just amplify it. I might have, like, I've just released a fit book. My funnel is about to be completed. Like, all these things, it didn't, I think in our world, it just needs to land differently, and you need to fully understand it. It needs to be mapped out right in front of you, not just be like, here's a funnel. It's like you need somebody to show you how the funnel can actually work.
Do you think there's a lack of understanding to what it would actually make available to the freedom and flow of their lead generation?
Yeah,
because if they knew that setting this up and spending the next 3 to 4 weeks like creating this and learning how to do it, that it would mean a consistent 10 to 20 quality leads per week, which means a guaranteed sale into their business every week, like minimum, like, might have to educate my platform.
Well, you're educating me, which I'm educating through my high ticket hub.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love. Amazing. Awesome. What was it about the way I coached you that helped you hit this next level?
I've had a lot of coaches. I've had like shamans, trauma, all the things. I think what always draws me back to you is like it's black or white, there's no grey. It's literally like, this is what you need to do, and if you don't do what is required, you'll stay exactly where you are. And I
didn't know I was experienced like that.
That's my perspective. I'm always like, and we always have these conversations, you get given the tools, but it's up to you to pick the tools up and to use them.
100%.
So everything that you've taught me, especially in like the last 7 months in our VIP container, I've left our calls, I've left the retreat, and I've implemented straight away. I haven't just sat on it.
Yeah.
So, and then I think that's where you give me what I give you. And I think it's the same with inside my business and who wants to work with me. I can only give them what they give me. It's an even energy exchange. So I think the more I just implemented and was just like, this is my next level, the more you're like, fuck yeah, like, let's go. Here's another thing, here's another thing, here's another thing. And so I think that's the biggest part is you get given the tools, but it's up to you whether you fucking take them or not.
What do you think the part of you is that only came into WhatsApp until I called you out to share with me everything that you got done and sharing with me all the things completed and all your wins? What part of you didn't use the space? I never heard you in your victim. And I was like, this is like a star student client, but also like,
I had some wins.
I am here to hold anything. And yet nothing ever came in. You were just winning. It was a few things, but like lots of wins. And so I was like, hey babes, am I like just spiritual mum over here that you want to make proud? Because
a little bit. And that's like, I feel like there was times where I would like sit in my own shit for like a week, and then I'd come back, I'm like, I'm still here.
Or you'd be like, I've moved through it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I could have helped you move through it.
100%. And I think that potentially could have been my ego. Like, I'm not saying I know everything, because I don't, but because I have invested a fuckload of money into myself and into coaches and healing, which I 100% should have. But instead of going to you and being like, I have this problem, I was self-led. I sat in it. And then after it, I was like, hey, I've just moved through this. And you're like, what? I didn't even know. But I think that's what self-leadership is. Yeah. You can't just continue to invest in yourself and not actually utilize or embody everything that you're learning. Yeah. And I think the last, I would say 12 months, I'm like, if I want to be different, if I want to be seen as different or lead as different, I need to embody everything without just going to my coach for help. Like, you were there, and once I had moved through it, I was like, hey, I've just gone through this period.
And sometimes languaging it was a shift as well, right? What do you think is the one thing that's finally made you, and I feel it, like maybe it's happened before this, but I feel like this year's really shifted, the one thing or the one core belief that's made you fully feel like a leader now?
It was in Dubai, when the day that we were working with Athena, and we did a very deep shame piece. And I think the whole shame around the network marketing, affiliate marketing, but also shame in other areas of my life just all tied into this one big like shadow, and releasing that. And then obviously her speaking into like my galactic team. It's like, I'm right here. You need to be seen more. Like, your voice needs to be seen more. You are so savage. Fucking show up savage. So I think having obviously yourself and everything that we've worked, but that piece with Athena, of my team above just going like, I'm here. Like, I am delusional, but like, it's not just all in my head. Like, it's in my body, it's in my cells, it's how I feel, it's how I show up. It's like, it's not just like made up, it's actually real. And I'm the only one that can fully execute it into the human form.
Next retreat.
Athena's coming.
Athena's coming, 4 days, Bali. I'll probably have moved up in Bali before then, due to a big part of this one. I'm finalising details, but it's like water blessings. There's like magic potions for everyone. There's 4 days of fucking incredible coaching and 7-figure fucking self-liquidating funnels. And like, it's just, how do you explain the retreat? You got like the trans channel, then fucking 5D money codes. Then we're learning about funnels. Like, what? Like, what do you mean we're learning about funnels and marketing and copy and strategy? Then I'm showing you downloaded fucking money codes from the Monetary Salifium Council that you're like, oh my God, I'm going to code all my pages with this. And you had a full visceral, like, holy shit, this code is speaking to me. It was made for me. How do you even explain?
You can't. You just got to be in the room. Okay. Like, that's the second. Honestly, I even said to Nick, my husband, I was like, I will probably never miss another one of your retreats again.
Beautiful. Love it. Yeah. So come hang out with us at the next retreat. Okay, I've got more questions for you. What do people get wrong about success online?
What do people get wrong? That it's easy?
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Do you think that they think it's easy?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
I actually do.
Is that because we're just showing a showcase reel of our life a lot of the time?
Yeah,
and
but
a lot more leaders aren't talking about the truth?
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. And I think that's why I just started my whole new Instagram page.
Yeah, okay.
As well.
Are you doing anything to mourn it? Do you want to give it a plug?
Nah.
Go on.
No, I'm a new one.
Yeah, your new one.
At Sinead J. Krell.
Yeah.
And then my podcast is at She's the Standard Podcast.
Great. Fuck yeah.
Follow me.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, but again, this is my perspective and the conversations that I've had with people that aren't in the online space. So there's fucking heaps of people out there that aren't. They think that it's just handed to you on a silver platter, but I can guarantee it's like the iceberg, right? The iceberg, the water, the top of the iceberg. Oh, it's so pretty. But it goes fucking so deep, and that's the shit that nobody sees. It's like,
and sometimes it's hard because you start working on yourself and you see changes and you're like, oh, this is really interesting.
Yeah.
And then it's like you realize you're scratching the surface of much deeper things because your business will only ever grow as much as you grow.
I was literally about to say that your
Yeah,
business
baby.
will only grow to the degree that you're willing to grow within yourself. And I didn't know that when I signed up. Like, I actually didn't know that.
Well, they're not going to sell you that. It's like Business 101.
You want to learn how to make money online? Come on in.
Sell them what they want, money, freedom, like the lifestyle. Give them what they need.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think like there's just been this huge evolution in the world, humanity, Earth. Like, and obviously since COVID and stuff happened, like so many people want so much more than just an online business. And I think what marketing I'm trying to lead into is the fact that like if you want to go on a personal development journey, the best thing that you can do is start an online business. And just go all the way in, be
or a personal
delusional,
brand.
fucking dive in.
Yeah.
Like dive in, share your life, share your wins, share what doesn't work. There's so many people out there just sugarcoating shit.
And even if people are in a 9-to-5, they're like, I don't know what it is. Like, start a personal brand and start sharing things.
Yeah, share you going to your 9-to-5. That's people are so obsessed
Yeah.
with watching the journey.
Yeah.
Like so obsessed.
Love. Quick pause, legend. If you're loving this episode, you need to watch the Manifestation Game movie. It's not just a film, it's an activation. If you've ever felt like you're doing all the things, vision boards, affirmations, rituals, but you're still not seeing results, this movie will shift your frequency, rewire your beliefs, and give you the missing codes. Watch it now using the link in the show notes. Now back to the episode. If Sinead could see herself 2 years back with who she is now, what would you think?
The people pleaser and the wanting to be liked by everybody has fully fucked off.
And what space does that create for you?
Opportunities, deeper connections with people that see me.
Clearer boundaries, more
100%
self-worth.
clearer boundaries, And I wouldn't have the awareness or the communication around boundaries if it wasn't for like my circle now.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are always like, you know, take up space, know your worth, like fully understand. And that's probably why I am where I am and have what I have. It's because the boundaries that I'm not going to tolerate anymore. And I've like fully let that go. And 2 years ago, 18 months ago, I was still like the people pleaser. I was still like, yeah, but she's my friend. And it's just like, actually, she's not my fucking friend. And I get to rewrite that script.
Yeah. I got a random question for you.
Yes.
What do you think about the trolls right now that are trying to cancel me?
Fuck them.
I don't think that they can cancel me because you can't cancel something that you never created, right?
Exactly. But fuck them.
But you know, I've got to be vulnerable. It feels scary.
Yeah.
I haven't had a piece of content like this polarizing, I think, ever.
Yeah.
Like it's like people are like, ew, I liked you. And it's just like, I'm not here to be love and light. Can we get one thing right? Like leadership is not like, especially manifestation and vibration.
Yeah.
People are just like, oh, she's going to be like, I'm not love and light. I'm fucking truth and fire. And that is me being a 5th dimensional light leader.
Yeah.
And it's
100%.
just fucking wild what's happening.
Like they've got nothing else to do apart from shit on you. Like that's pretty low. Like then like you can't get any lower than that. Nobody better than you will ever put you down. Nobody doing better than you ever.
No,
it's like
this is true.
Exactly. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you're so shit.
That's true.
Fuck you. I'm not following you anymore.
I know.
I followed you from the
But
start.
also, like, it's just wild how people can have these comments and want their name affiliated with that comment. Like,
I don't think they think it through.
like why
This is the
would I
thing.
ever want Alex Tripod affiliated with a troll comment? Even if I highly disagreed with someone. Like, anyway.
Yeah.
I have another question for you.
Yes.
Okay. If you could gift one Alex Tripod code to every entrepreneur in your team, what would it be?
The money receivership code.
Oh, my money codes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Love it. And what about a non-money code?
Courage.
Courage?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've definitely got that from you, 100%.
Thanks, babes.
Like the
I've
fuck
seen
with
it.
the ball, courage.
What's your favorite tool out of everything in the toolbox that you've learned from me?
There's a few.
Yeah, okay.
I'd say
name a few.
self-concept.
Self-concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Because when you do it like with the right music
Yep.
and like the
Your
gym.
own voice.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
100%.
And it's like interesting because a lot of people like, you know, obviously I'm being biased here, but for me, I feel like you can sort of be like, oh, I know what a vibe is, I know what self-concept is, and a lot of people try to do it themselves, and then they come into my containers like, oh, this is how you do it. And it's just like there's a huge difference between like thinking you're doing self-concept and then like actually having a structure and a formula
and
that
this
works.
is what I said at the start. Like if you are just doing it because you think that it's moving a muscle and it's boring and it's not giving you like goosebumps and you're not fucking activated, you're just doing another thing and it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, when I came into the private container, I was like, I've been doing the thing, I'm really good at it, but it doesn't activate me. So I was like, okay, how
we
can I...
reignited that, didn't we? Yeah, cool. Love that. Favorite meltdown or breakdown to breakthrough moment in your business?
Can't believe I'm going to share this because I don't really like to share it. But it was a friendship breakup last year. I felt really
Betrayed,
but like I felt like I was living underneath a shadow. And I don't want to name and shame here. Like I have so much love for her still. But I think the separation of that has really allowed me to fully step into this version of myself, because for so long I felt like I was just this shadow, if that makes sense.
How did that go? So and I'm curious because obviously you weren't lovers, but like me and Candy have broken up and it's just been really interesting to see the separation of like who's supporting her. And I don't want people to choose, but I'm also like, it's hard to see everyone who's supporting her, and then I'm like, who's the villain? Who's having a team intertwined as well?
Yeah, massive.
Was there chosen sides? What happened?
There probably was, but I didn't subscribe to those stories.
Yeah, cool.
And for me, I still have so much love, miss. It's like you're mourning somebody that's still alive, but that was probably the most pivotal moment inside my leadership.
Yeah.
Since then, obviously, like I've created a whole nother business inside my inside like a platform inside my Anagic business that supports hundreds of people. We're about to launch something else inside of that. I've got my She's the Standard business. So essentially I have 3 businesses since this all broke down.
Yeah.
It really allowed me.
Well, it's interesting, like when you let go of what's literally no longer in alignment, it's like literally we don't even realize it, but it's like this thorn in your Achilles heel. Yeah. And you have the courage to pull it out. You have the courage to say none of this bullshit anymore.
It was so
and then
much
doors
courage,
just open,
but my body just couldn't. I was in tears like for months, and I was like, my body is trying to tell me something, and if I don't listen, I'm ignoring myself. And I was just like, since then I've just made a promise, like I'm never going to ignore myself. It doesn't matter. And being full transparent, like Nick and I have just moved through a season where we almost separated again in Bali. I can't believe I just shared that, but it's like I will always choose myself, and for so long I put myself on the back burner, and that is why I believe I am the most fucking loyal friend. I'll have your back until fucking the cows turn blue. But the biggest thing for me is loyalty, 100% loyalty. You need to give me what I give you, otherwise there's no fucking point in wasting my time.
You also touched on something there, which is really interesting. I don't want to open up the conversation around, I've never interviewed someone. I really like it. I really like interviewing people. Okay. So you touched on, I will always choose me. And I literally was like on a 5DU call last week and realizing that literally, and in my mastermind clients too, but especially in 5DU, there's this fear of being selfish and choosing themselves. And so I went on this big rant. I'm like, y'all are not fucking selfish enough. And it's because we've got this sure, if you look up the definition of the word selfish, it's not a good one. Yeah. In my mind, I'm like, I'm so selfish that I choose to fill up my cup and I choose me, that I am overflowing in frequency and love to give. And it's so
pours
easy
down.
to overpour into humanity in my clients, right? Whereas most people, so indoctrinated that choosing themselves is like dense selfish.
Yeah.
And it's like, like I heard Abraham Hicks say years ago, the irony of like, oh, you're so selfish. You're choosing to do what you want to do instead of choosing to do what I want you to do.
Yeah.
What? And when you hear it from that way,
Yeah.
it's just crazy, right? So I don't really know what I have a question about, but talk to me. When you hear the word selfish and
I
like,
think everybody has a perspective.
Yeah.
Like everybody's perspective is different. And my perspective on selfish was that. It was that.
Yeah.
But you also get to subscribe to what it is that you want to believe and what you don't want to believe.
Yeah.
And so I just changed my belief around the word selfish.
but if you didn't choose you, let's
Yeah.
call selfish choosing you.
Yeah.
Right? Because nothing is real, everything's a hologram, everything is a reflection of you.
Yes.
So if you're not choosing you, how the fuck will your husband or your kids or
Choose
business
you.
or clients or the universe choose you?
Yeah. So-
How do you expect the universe to choose you if you're
Yeah.
not choosing you?
I say to Wild, my eldest, thank you for choosing me to be your mum. I say that to him all the time. And he goes, you're the best mum. Like, he says that. But I think for me, like, I have been in a really dark place before. Like, after my mum's passing and all the things, I've been in a really dark place before. And I know what it's like. And I wasn't choosing myself. I wasn't choosing to move my body. I wasn't choosing the tools that made me feel good. I was drinking every single day for like 8 months after my mum died. And I didn't know, like, that's when I came to you and invested the first time. So I've been in a dark place, and you can't be the best mum, be the best partner, have the best figure, be the best friend if you don't choose yourself first, because you're always putting other people in front of you. And so when I learnt this and like fully allowed it to sit with me, I was like, for me to be the best mum, I need to be in the best shape of my life. I need to be able to keep up with my kids. I have a hot as fuck husband that does exactly the same thing. Like, we feed ourselves good, so that ripples down into our children so they can have a more expansive life. So us choosing ourselves, like, you have to choose yourself. Otherwise you're going to literally drown in
You're gonna
other
lose
people.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to drown.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. What did our friendship bring out in you that our coaching container never did?
I think we're like, our friendship is like in its early stages anyway. I think for me, like, seeing you in a completely different light, like the vulnerability, like there's this Alex tripod, but then there's Alex tripod. And I think it's allowed me to not pedestal you so much. I think there's like you, like, because you are a few still chapters ahead of me in like income, business, all the things. But I don't pedestal you in a way
No, I
that.
haven't never felt that from you ever.
And I'm like, she's my friend and I want to support you.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing is like loyalty. Like, I know that in our conversations, you're not going to run behind my back and be like, XYZ says X. I think there's a lot of people and a lot of stigma around in the online space where if you are friends with a coach, then like there's a lot of stuff that happens behind people's backs.
Right.
And like,
I haven't experienced any of
but
that.
even in I would say if you have a large team in a network marketing
Right.
team and
Yes.
like stuff like that, there's always
Gossip,
gossip.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that for me, like, just loyalty, like I said on my podcast to you, like, I see you beyond Alex tripod. I like
You really
see,
do.
Yeah, I know I
Like,
do.
you
I
really
think
do.
it's also like people that are in my close circle, like my circle is super small, but one of my gifts is being able to actually feel you. I know when you're upset and I'll message you and be like, hey, is everything okay? And my
intuitive.
girlfriends are like, you're fucking creepy.
Superpower.
Like, you're creepy. Like, how do you know that I'm sitting on my couch crying right now? I'm like, I
Wow.
can feel you. So I think when my body and my soul fully trusts, like, allows you, like, I trust a lot of people, but like in my circle, I think like,
Am I in your inner circle now?
yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, great.
Fuck, you moving to Bali. But I would say so. But I've just seen a completely different side of you. And the biggest thing for me is like, you're a loyal motherfucker.
If Alex was a frequency, would you be?
Fuck. Should be like, oh, fuck, this glitter in the sky. You're a frequency. I don't know, man. I would literally just see this like lightning bolt through the air.
Love it. And if it had a name?
Love.
Great. The love that you chose love and not courage.
Yeah.
So good. Let's tell them about this tattoo.
Oh,
Yeah.
mine's here.
So I got here, didn't I? And then I landed, and the day after I landed, I broke up with Candy.
Yeah.
And then I was like SOS
Yeah.
to you and Flick.
We were right there.
And you were right there. and we had some good chats.
Yeah.
And how did we end up in the tattoo parlor with a drink in hand?
Well, I was like, let's go get a tattoo because I love tats. They're a part of,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have got tattoos from all around the world.
Yeah. By the way, it says her.
Her. And
we're going to talk about the frequency of her in a moment. Yeah.
And I have heaps of like tattoos with multiple people. And some of these people I don't talk to anymore and some I do. But
Is
I
they cursed? That we're not going to talk
no.
now? Okay.
Where I was going with but that's okay. I'm so okay with that.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. I think it was like 8 o'clock after dinner. I was like, let's go get a tattoo because I think it was a really transformational day for not only you, but for me, for Flick as well, because like we were speaking on not like a coach level anymore. It was like the opening for our friendship. We've been friends, but like this day.
That was the portal, wasn't it, that activated?
Yeah. And it was
you were like, let's get a tattoo. And I was like, her. And then you were like, her, full stop.
Yeah.
And the next
We go
thing you
her,
know,
full stop.
I'm on the back of Flick's scooter and you're scooting around and we've gone to 3 fucking tattoo parlors that were closed.
Yeah.
Before, I think there was the third one was open, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
hilarious.
we came out with her, or her came down to us actually.
Yep.
Because you are her and I am her. And everybody listening to this podcast, whether you're her, you are him. Like,
So tell me, what does becoming her mean for you? And then I'll share what it means for me.
yeah. Becoming her is always choosing myself and being delusional enough that my higher self will never come down and meet me. I need to go up to her to have the life, to have the money, to have the love, to have the friendships. I have to go up to her. And if I don't, I remain exactly where I am. So if I want to become better, I have to become her.
Love it. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What about you?
Becoming her or being her, if I'm being really transparent, first originated from, that night I felt so empowered. I was like, I'm walking away. She's not my wife. I knew it intuitively. This is who I want to be. And so at first I was like, her, she's coming in. And I was like, ew, like I am her.
Yeah.
And so for me, her, and then like, you cannot even script the fucking unbecoming and what happened, like, a week after that, like the torrential rains, no one's available. I'm stuck in my room. There's no distractions. I'm exploring the word boredom. I'm going underneath. I'm in fetal position and fucking crying my eyes out. So for me, her actually represents becoming more whole. It's a home to myself, a homecoming that I've never experienced before.
Yeah.
And like, this Bali holiday
cracks you open,
has been like the most life-changing 3 weeks, like fucking life-changing. So, and it's just like a realization, which I know you and Flick has really helped me through as well. It's feeling really vulnerable to be seen in my patterns that I go from relationship to relationship, and realizing that it's because there was a part of me that was trying to escape boredom. So I'd use relationships as distractions or always having a love interest. And then because of that, this is no ill speaking of any exes. And because of me always wanting a distraction and a love interest, I turned some women into relationships where they never were meeting the wife fucking template.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the self-worth to hold the template and the frequency of what I was calling in.
Yeah.
And now becoming her, I know I'm worthy of someone that is also a whole, that is my actual equal, and I refuse to dance anywhere other than full resonance, whether it's my woman or friendship or clients, full fucking resonance. Raising the fucking standards, baby. Because she's a standard, right?
Yes. She is. Love. I love that. And I love that for you, babe, because not going to lie, I've been there. I've been here since 2019. Been in your field for a very long time, and I've watched these patterns unfold. And I'm really excited for the next, 6 to 12 months for you to actually be in your own energy and just become her.
Yeah.
You're going to literally become a force so strong that like
I can't tell you the amount of life force energy that I have, and like, but just even genuine, like saying that I'm happy to be single and I feel whole and I feel happy versus actually meaning it. Like genuinely being like, I'll stumble across one of my little guilty pleasures is, apart from Love Island, which you
hooked
me.
me.
Watching now.
You hooked me up.
Right? I can't believe
I was like,
it.
if Alex has space in her field to watch Love Island? I do.
Yeah.
And now
but you know
I'm
why I love
fucking
watching it?
hooked.
Because I see their programs
Oh,
and I'm like,
man.
oh, fuck. And like, it's just like fucking wild to see
Nick's
their
on
programming.
tour.
Yeah, I love
We just
it.
sit there and we just
So
giggle, but
funny.
it's, good reality.
If you could channel the version of you that just had hit her 80K month and she's in that like fucking fiery, oh my God, holy fuck, I did it. What message do you think she would have for you in order to shift into consistent 80K months?
Louder.
And also never miss an Alex tripod retreat.
Correct. But louder. Be louder.
Take up space.
Yeah.
It's your favourite thing, isn't
I
it?
know.
Yeah. Love.
Louder.
Alex, in one word. You can't say love.
Sexy.
Ooh, I'll take
Sexy
that.
was coming down. Sexy came through and I was like, don't say that. You're not allowed to say that. And then I was like, just fucking say it.
Thanks, baby.
Sexy.
Thanks, babes.
Sexy in your energy. Sexy in your power.
Thanks, babes.
Sexy all round.
Love you. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honour. I love you. We
love
both
you.
get to release potties of each other in
know.
the same month. How fucking amazing.
So good.
Go follow her.
Sinead J. Krell.
Yep.
And at She's a Standard Podcast.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
I love you, baby.
Love you.
Peace out.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning into the Manifestation Game. If this episode activated something inside of you, please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube so you never miss a drop. Because as you know, my mission is to raise the vibration of humanity on a global scale. So the more people that this reaches, the faster we shift into the new earth. For more daily downloads and frequency shifts, come find me on social media at Alex Tripod. Let's keep manifesting the shit out of life.